Welcome to this very special interaction with Gurudev and Sri Yuvraj Singh. We're being joined by 2 million people across 140 countries for this session. इंडिया में तो हम सब जानते ही होंगे श्री युवराज सिंह जी कौन है. I'm sure everyone knows who Sri Yuvraj Singh ji is. For those of us who don't know, he's one of the greatest cricketers to play for India. He's had an illustrious career that spanned almost 2 decades, leading to many cricketing victories on the international stage, including the 2011 World Cup, where he was awarded the Player of the Tournament. Welcome.
हाँ युवराज, कैसे हैं आप? How are you?
I'm good, Gurudev. Namaskar. So nice to see you in obviously far across, but never got an opportunity to take your blessings because probably this is the best time to take a few insights from you.
Yeah, very nice. You have brought so much joy in so many people's life, all young people of this country and many other cricket lovers. They all know you, they enjoyed your sports and your performance. Moreover, more than that, you have a human heart by which you have done so much service activity. You know, that is really commendable. That's very nice. So it's an example. It sets an example for young people to put their life into service. Yeah.
Thank you, Gurudev. Great words from you. The whole world knows you're a great soul and you have done so much of social work. So we all learn so much from great souls like you. Back in the days when I was a young kid and I had 2 of your followers from England, Pooja and Kapil, and they really pushed me to do the Art of Living course. And I remember when I did it, I think through the course, through the breathing, I had a lot of calmness and a lot of peace inside. And got through a lot of personal battles through the Art of Living course. So I thought I'll just mention that before asking you a few questions because the world's at standstill and we really need advice from great souls like you.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
If I may start, obviously I'm a sports person, so because I'm a sportsman, my first question will be about sport. I would like to ask that how can meditation and inward looking help us bring out our best on the field?
You know, in the sports, especially when you're on field, you have to be totally in the present moment, right? You cannot keep thinking about how you played yesterday or day before, and you cannot afford to keep dreaming about tomorrow or what will happen next year. You have to be very much on the present moment, so alert, and you have to catch every ball or you have to throw every ball and be in that space. Meditation helps you to be in that present moment. It brings your mind totally to the present moment, number one. Second is, meditation brings the intuitive ability inside of you. कब क्या करना है, वो intuition is very important for a sports person. That's the second thing. The third thing is you need lot of energy. You need lot of mental energy and physical energy. Meditation in a short span of 20 minutes, 20 मिनट ध्यान करेंगे मान लो, उसमें हमें 6 से 8 घंटे की नींद की विश्राम मिल जाता है. आपने तो अनुभव किया ही है. तो वो इस लिहाज से भी देखेंगे, it is very very important for a sportsman to meditate so that he feels well rested in the mind. The mind is well rested, then your presence of mind or alertness and sportive tendency will be much more. है ना? तो इसके अलावा मेडिटेशन से और क्या हो सकता है? ये जब देखते हैं तो टीम में तरह तरह के लोग होते हैं. हम जीतेंगे तो हमको अलग तरह से कॉम्प्लीमेंट मिलता है, हम हारते हैं तो हमको गालियां मिलती है। इन सब परिस्थिति में हम अपने मन को कैसे थामे आगे चलेंगे। और you know, a team of 11 people, and then it's not just 11, you have 22 and many more. You have to interact with many people and they're all of different tendencies. Now, meditation gives you that skill to be sportive, not just in the field, but to be sportive in your interaction and relationship with people around you. ये एक बड़ा काम देता है. It creates such positive vibration in you, so it doesn't let you get frustrated. You know, every day after playing, what you do, you just wash and say, suppose one day your pad, cricket pad, the pads get soiled, you don't wear the soiled pad for the next game. You need to wash it, right? You come up with a clean new pad. So the same is with what it does, the meditation does for us. It pads us with a new padding every day so that you can bat well and you can bowl well and field well also.
Thank you, Gurudev, for the insight. A lot of cricketers are very lazy. I'm sure they will wash their pads every day now after hearing your insight. My second question to you would be on the field, and if life continues to bowl various googlies at us. As you know, a googly is uncertain in nature. How do we prepare ourselves to face such googlies in life?
Yes, that is what I call as a sportive tendency. If you have that sportive tendency, you love thrills, you love surprises. You know, as a child, as a young people, we always loved surprise, है ना?
Yes.
If something is measured, it is not so interesting, but something comes to you as a surprise, you always enjoy it. And another aspect of youth is ready to take challenges. Youth always love to take challenges. क्या जहाँ पर गाड़ी में जा सकते हो बोले नहीं मैं बाइसिकल में जाऊंगा. जहाँ पर you can sail on a motorboat, you will say no, I'll go on a sailboat. Where you can walk easy, you can go on vehicle, they'll say no, I want to trek. You know, trekking people go on Himalayas. The youthfulness means like to take challenges. So that wanting to take challenge is another aspect of youthfulness. And life में ये सब tendencies रहती है हमें. But as time goes on, negativity बढ़ता है तो all these qualities take a backseat. तो negativity को दूर करेंगे, we think positive, we be part of the solution rather than thinking about the problem all the time, you know, then it makes a big difference. And uncertainty, whether you want it or not, comes in your life. It's always there. See, nobody last year expected ऐसे लॉकडाउन हो जाएगा. पिछले साल किसी ने एक्सपेक्ट किया नहीं. ये पूरा सीजन में लोग खेलने के लिए पूरा तैयार हो रहे थे. All youth were ready to plan their, IPL and many games in this season. Now there is nothing, and it will continue for a few more months. This is the time our youth should not get depressed, and that's why our conversation today should bring them all out of this, gloomy to googly spirit. Yeah?
Yes.
From gloomy spirit to they should be in a googly spirit. Know that uncertainties do happen in life. Yeah?
I think googly spirit would be the right thing. Great message to the younger generation out there. My next question would be, sport tends to be highly competitive, and there are many heated moments when we face on the field. How do you feel we should maintain our ethics while maintaining the competitiveness of sport?
Today, wars are fought like sports, and sports are played like wars. This is unfortunate. And that's why all the doping and all has started in the field of sports. Because the sportiveness has gone there, missing. Sports is that it is not the winning or losing. In sport, the joy is not at the end. Joy is in the very process. जिस मोमेंट से आप फील्ड में उतरे तभी से खुशी मनानी चाहिए. जीतने के बाद की खुशी जो है वो तो युद्ध में जीतेंगे तो खुशी होती है, हारेंगे तो दुख होता है. स्पोर्ट्स ऐसा है जिस वक्त से आप उतरे हैं तब से आनंद खुशी मनानी चाहिए, उत्सव मनानी चाहिए. द वेरी प्रोसेस शुड बी जॉयफुल. दैट इज व्हाट द स्पोर्ट्स इज ऑल अबाउट, not the end result. I often ask this question to children and young people. जो जीतता है वो पार्टी देते हैं, पार्टी मनाता है ना? One who wins, they give party. And the people who participate in party, not everybody has won. I ask them, would you like the others to be upset and unhappy over your winning? The normal answer is no. I want my friends to celebrate my joy, celebrate with me my victory. Then I ask them same question. Do you do that? If your friend wins, someone else wins, do you celebrate their victory? They say no. You don't. So you don't want to celebrate others' victory, and how can you expect others to be happy when you win? So I gave them a formula. See, in sports, either you win or you make others win. So when you make others win, it's a greater joy. Like I give an example. When you want to play cricket with juniors to you, junior, आपसे भी नीचे junior है, उनके साथ आप खेलते हो, and you have 100% winning all the time, chances of winning throughout. Do you like it? Obviously no. What you would love to get them the ball. You would like them to win. So when you make kids win, that gives you a greater joy, right? Suppose you are a coach, you are a senior. Now, Yuvraj, if you play with a team of young people, you would love them to win. So, making them win gives you some joy. So, this spirit, if it is understood in the field of sports, that either I win or I give someone else the chance to win. In either case, it is my victory or my giving victory to somebody. That should be the sportive spirit that our people should have. Then there will be no bitterness, no anger, no jealousy, no hard feelings.
Great insight, Gurudev. I hope our sportsmen can learn from this. Just want to ask you something on a lighter note. I speak to your followers and they say you are very cool and you're very chilled out. I used to, when I was younger, just came in the team. Me and my the junior guys used to play a lot of pranks on our seniors to lighten up the mood, because a sport can sometimes get serious. I just want to ask you, in your childhood, did you also play pranks on your friends as well?
Yeah, I was quite naughty. I was playing a lot of pranks. I used to play pranks with all the sort of rowdy elements in the class. I was the youngest, and I was being the youngest in my class, and there were many seniors, and I used to really play pranks, especially those who play pranks on others. And the weaker guys, I used to play prank on those people. Yeah. I mean, as kids, I usually tell...
would be
I usually tell students when I address students and the kids in the colleges, I tell them, my first question is, are you mischievous? I tell them, if you are not, you better do it right away. This is the age to be mischievous. Actually, in fact, you can be mischievous in every age. But I tell them, if you can't be mischievous now, forget about you are missing life. So I encourage every child to play pranks, to be mischievous. And this country has always, in this Hindustan में, ये जो मिस्चिफ प्ले करने का जो है ना, इसको बड़ा आदर से हम देखते रहे. क्यों हमारे देश में देखा गया कि भगवान कृष्ण भी बहुत सारे प्रैंक्स प्ले करते थे बचपन से. सो हमने सिर्फ हिंदुस्तान में इवन प्लेइंग प्रैंक्स वर गिवन इट्स ओन डिग्निटी एंड सेक्रेडनेस. Nowhere else in the world people saw that God also plays, or even life is a game. This concept is originated in here thousands of years back, saying life is a leela, माने जीवन ही एक क्रीड़ा है, खेल है. तो ये जो बात है आज लोग यदि भूल जाते हैं तो खेल को लेके ही बहुत मनमुटाव होने लगता है. छोटे छोटे ग्रुप्स में आपस में लड़ने लगते हैं, फाउल गेम खेलने लगते हैं. इन सब से दूर होना हो. टू हैव एन एथिकल स्पोर्ट्स वी नीड द सेंस ऑफ बिलोंगिंगनेस, ए सेंस ऑफ जीवन को ये खेल के रूप में देखने का, seeing life itself as a game is very important, very important. What do you say? Isn't it?
Absolutely. I think I'm a very mischievous person, and as a young kid, I always wanted to probably fool around with my friends and have that fun in my life. And obviously, when I got into sport, I realized that how do you, when it gets stressful, how do you relax, and you gotta have fun with your friends, and you gotta play pranks with your friends. Where as young kids it's hard to do that because we take things very personally. I believe that as you mature in life, you start to take jokes not so personally, and when you start laughing on yourself, I believe that that's the time when you actually at peace, when nothing really bothers you, especially when friends are playing pranks on you. So very similar experience.
Absolutely. And meditation keeps us youthful throughout.
Yes.
And alert presence of mind, youthfulness. हमारे भीतर ऐसा एक खूबी, एक प्रसन्नता हमेशा बनी रहेगी. इसलिए ध्यान थोड़ी देर 10 मिनट 20 मिनट ध्यान करते रहेंगे लोग, बहुत फायदा होगा इससे.
Absolutely. Really, one serious question, obviously a question for the moment, because the world, our country has come to standstill because of coronavirus. People are suffering, a lot of people are dying. People in our country, in other countries, they don't have food to eat. So there are things that, rather than dying of disease, if they're not going to get food, they're obviously going to rebel and come out. And people are just struggling mentally to stay at home. It's tough times, and I also feel, sometimes it's tough to sit at home. What would be your message to the world out there, people in these tough times?
Yeah, tough times. First of all, I would like them all to know this time will pass. Number one. Second is, this is a rare opportunity for you in life to sit and think and learn something new. You never got so much time in the daily rat racing of events and time. work that you had. You couldn't do many things, lack of time, you are putting them under the carpet. This is the time you can spend in learning those things, number 2. Third is, this is a time to bond with your own family more closely and give in to them. Don't always say, everything should go in my way. Now, walk in their way too and see. Few days, not to argue with people, okay, flow with their interests, go with them and understand other point of view. So you have many things you can do. And then third thing, I would say you can develop skills. This is the time, if you are a sportsman, of course you can't go out and play, you can learn some music. You can learn some instrument, you can learn some guitar, or tabla, or piano, whatever, or harmonica. So, घर बैठे बैठे बहुत कुछ सीख सकते हैं. And then another thing they can do, they can learn languages, they can learn cooking, experiment with new dishes, and become very creative. Write some stories, write poems. Each one can write their own life experiences.
Yes.
On this planet, every individual is very unique. That's why only your thumb can open your cell phone, nobody else. Right? So,
Yes.
everybody has a unique vibration. This is the time to honor that and then ponder on it. What more unique, creative ideas you can come up with. You can do many such creative work sitting at home. And you can learn, you can watch many documentaries, learn about the planet Earth. Today, by the way, is the Earth Day. And our Earth has so many creatures here. And the fauna and flora of this planet is amazing. So, you can just go into these videos, learn about the behavior of animals, learn about water, underwater, the world under the water, underwater world. You can learn about planets and stars and Milky Way. I mean, there is enormous knowledge out there available. Fortunately, we have internet in these days. Na? Just imagine, हमको लॉकडाउन 50 साल पहले होता 50 years back lockdown, there was nothing, not even television. So only one radio. People would have been bored. So this day, people are very fortunate. They have so much available knowledge. I would, and on top of all this, I would recommend them to do yoga and meditation. I am every day conducting yoga and meditation classes throughout the world. They should join and they will say that meditation, how it can make every moment of their life more enjoyable.
Gurudev, I have an opinion on it. I think I have a feeling that Mother Earth is trying to tell us something in these times, that probably not to abuse her so much and respect all beings of the planet, and probably look inside where everybody can look inside and improve as a person, and think about how when they come out of this pandemic, how much they want to respect in the world they're living in. It's just an opinion of mine.
Correct.
I don't know, what would you think about
absolutely, that? Absolutely. What you very rightly said. I do agree with what you're saying. And I also would tell people to be less consumeristic in their nature. जितना हमें चाहिए उतना रखो. बहुत greedy नहीं होना चाहिए. और सेवा करना चाहिए. There are out there so many people who are really in need, who are sick and who are suffering, who are poor. इन लोगों को हम जो भी मदद कर सकते हैं वो हम करते रहना चाहिए. I would like every sports fan to do something to the poor people around them. And another, I would tell the young people, millions are watching us today, do respect the medical professionals and the laws. पुलिस लोग हो, मेडिकल फील्ड में काम करने वाले हैं, इन सबको हमें पूरी तरह से रिस्पेक्ट देना चाहिए. एंड लेट अस फॉलो द रूल्स दैट हैज बीन सेट आउट टू कंटेन द पैंडेमिक. ये बहुत आवश्यक है. मास्क पहनिए हर एक व्यक्ति, बाहर मत जाओ. आपको पता है बहुत खेलने का बहुत मन होता है
जी.
फिर भी बाहर जाके खेलने लगेंगे और ये पैंडेमिक पता नहीं कहाँ किसको पकड़ जाएगा, फिर आपको भी आपके घर वालों को भी तकलीफ हो. बोथ यू विल बी एंड योर फैमिली विल बी इन ट्रबल. सो घर बैठे बैठे करिए और इंस्पिरेशन आपको तो मिलता रहेगा. और ऐसे ना
जी बिल्कुल. Gurudev, probably last question from my side. I'm sure my mother also wants to ask question, but as individuals, we have few things that can bowl us out. What are those few things we should guard ourselves from?
Say that again, Yuvraj.
Be careful of out there in life.
Yeah, life partner. What is that?
It's not the life partner. Sorry, the connection is a bit. It's a bit slow. My question was to you that what are the things that we should guard ourselves from in life? Because we get, as a youth we get really distracted out there, and sometimes we lose our path. So, what do you think we should guard ourselves from? Probably, in your opinion.
What we should guard in our life from, right? Is that what you're asking?
Yes. Yes, exactly.
First of all, guard yourself from smoking and drinking and drugs. These three things can bring down your body mind coordination. It can destroy your nervous system. Smoking can destroy your lungs, and drugs can completely destroy your mind also, your body-mind complex. So youth should stay away. Youth should stay away from any sort of addictions. When you get addicted to something, then your life becomes tied down. You are in a prison. You are a prisoner of your own habit. So, this is what we need to guard. Sometimes people get into it because they say it's a social drinking, and then they become addicted to it. Yes. We should guard ourselves from any form or type of addiction, number one. Second, I would tell them, stop using abusive languages, either on the internet or on anyway. Do not use abusive languages. Why? Because you don't like abusive language when someone hurls at you, right? When nobody likes the abusive language hurled at them, we have no right to cause turmoil in others' mind. So we should guard. Absolutely. If someone is doing that, we should think that they are mentally not okay and ignore them. Educate and ignore them, but don't participate in abusive languages. Because when we start abusive languages, and then it slowly turns into violence. And violence is something we should avoid at all costs. These days, Yuvraj, the domestic violence has also increased world over.
Yes.
Because of the frustration. When you have frustration inside, you don't know how to get it out or get out of it.
Yes.
So it comes out as violence. Later on, the same people regret it. You hit your partner, you hit your spouse, you hit your children, you hit your parents, later on you regret. And you are more angry. So to get out of, we have to guard ourselves from these negative tendencies. तो इसीलिए मैं कहूँगा सबको meditation करिए. If you meditate, it's a very good antidote and helps you to get out of all these habits. And it's a very good guard. Like in cricket, you put on that, in the face. So,
Helmet, yes.
what do you call that? Helmet with that thing, so that you save yourself from the flying, uncertain, googly ball. Same way in life. In life, we should have this meditation as our helmet, which saves us from all these negative tendencies and bad habits. Yeah?
Thank you, Gurudev. Great insight. I'm sure all your followers and people watching this video would like to follow you in meditation, I guess.
We'll start now meditation. Huh?
Yes.
Comfortably, easily, आराम से बैठ जाते हैं. I have said many times before, I would like to repeat, our body is inside the mind. We usually think mind is inside the body. No, our mind is bigger than the body. When you are happy, what is the feeling you get? You feel that something is expanding inside of you, right? And when you are unhappy, what happens? You feel like you've been crushed. Something in you collapses or crushes. So there is something in us that expands, which gives you a feeling of happiness and relaxation, peace. And when this something shrinks, you feel very uncomfortable. What is this? This is our consciousness. This is our mind. So our mind is bigger than the body. We have 5 sheets to us. The first is our physical body. First is our environment. Our environment is our body. If there is poison in the environment, your body cannot survive. So our environment is our first body. Okay? The second is our physical body. And third is the body of prana, energy. If there is no breathing in this body, nobody will care for the body, right? They will just go and put it under the ground or they'll burn it. So breath, the prani body is the third. And then mind body, third one. Then you have the intuitive aspect of you and the blissful aspect in you. So today we will meditate. While meditating, we sit straight with body relaxed, and let's lift our shoulders up to touch our ears and then drop. And once again breathe in and lift your shoulders up, and then breathe out and bring your shoulders down. Once again, breathe in. When you lift your shoulders to touch your ears, you are lengthening your spine. And as you breathe out, bring your shoulders down and relax your body. Now let us fix our gaze at 30 degrees in front of us. अब अपना दृष्टि 30 डिग्री पे एक जगह टिकाइए 2 मिनट के लिए. Fix your gaze in front of you on the floor. Keep your gaze fixed and keep your body still. शरीर को स्थिर रखिए और अपना दृष्टि टिका के रखिए. Now let us chant Om 3 times. Om means peace and love. अभी ओंकार का उच्चारण करेंगे 3 बार। एक गहरी सांस लीजिए। Feel that sound reverberating in your whole body. And feel the sound surrounding your whole body. ओमकार की तरंगों को पूरे शरीर में महसूस करें। अब आंखें बंद कर लें। लेट अस क्लोज योर आईज। Your eyes are closed, but your mind is still in front of you, right? Let it be. आंखें बंद है, फिर भी मन आंखों के सामने ही है। रहने दें। Now let us become aware of 1 foot of space in front of us. शरीर के सामने 12 अंगुल दूरी तक की जगह पर अपना ध्यान रखें। यहीं से हम सांस ले रहे हैं, यहीं पर छोड़ रहे हैं। You are breathing in from this space and breathing out in the same space. 1 foot of space right in front of you, from head to where your whole size of your body size, that entire space in front of you. Keep your attention in this space where your breath is moving out and from where you are drawing in the air. जहाँ से हम सांस ले रहे हैं और जहाँ पर सांस छोड़ रहे हैं, इस 1 फुट दूरी तक की जगह पर अपना मन को भी रखें, अपना ध्यान रखें। Now extend this space to 3 feet or 1 meter. अब 1 मीटर माने 3 फुट दूरी तक की जगह तक इसको आगे बढ़ाइए। जगह और ले लीजिए सामने। अपना मन को और 2 फुट तक जाने दीजिए सामने। मन का स्वभाव है भागना, उसको भागने दीजिए। My nature of mind is to run. It wants to make more runs. Let it go to 10 feet in front of you. मन दौड़ना चाहता है, मन को जाने दो। बैट्समैन जैसे आगे और 10 फुट दूरी तक अपना मन को जाने दीजिए। उतना जगह पर अपना ध्यान रखें। शरीर में सांस चल रही है और उसके सामने 10 फुट दूरी तक की जगह पर आपका मन चला गया है। आंखें बंद रखें. Your mind is up to 10 feet of space in front of you. मुस्कुराते मुस्कुराते सांस लीजिए और मुस्कुराते मुस्कुराते सांस छोड़िए. Breathe in with a smile and breathe out with a smile. Now come back from 10 feet to 3 feet or 1 meter. अब धीरे धीरे मन को 3 फुट तक लेके आएंगे. एक और गहरी सांस लीजिए. Take another deep breath in and breathe out. और 3 फीट से अब 1 फुट में वापस लौट के आते हैं. Bring back your attention to 1 foot. Now reduce this to just from 12 inches, just 6 inches. आधा फुट दूरी तक ही लेके आए अपना मन को. अपना मन को और थोड़ा भीतर लेके आते हैं. Bring your mind closer, your attention closer. Now let us keep our attention on our body. अपने ही शरीर. Bring your attention to your garment and your skin. Keep your mind between your garment and your skin. मन को शरीर और त्वचा के बीच में रखें. Notice the change in the pattern of breath that's already taking place. सांस की गति में फर्क होने लग गया है, उस पर गौर करें. आपका शरीर कुदरत से मिला हुआ एक अद्भुत देन है. Honor your own body. Your body is a precious gift to you from nature. And take your mind inward. और भी मन को भीतर ले जाइए. Feel your muscles, tissues, and all the internal organs. अब मन को और भीतर ले जाएंगे. अपना ध्यान शरीर त्वचा के अंदर स्नायु है, टिश्यूज है, नाड़ियां है, हड्डी है, सब है. Another deep breath in and breathe out. Notice now where the breath is coming and going inside your body. You are breathing to the very center of your body and you are breathing out from there. शरीर के बीचों बीच सांस चल रही है, गले के बीचों बीच, इस पर ध्यान दें। Whatever feelings are there now, you may be having pleasant feeling or unpleasant feeling, just let it be. कुछ सुखद या दुखद अनुभूति होती होगी, उसको होने दे, रहने दें। कहीं कुछ सिकुड़ा तो दर्द, पीड़ा या बेचैनी हो सकती है, उसको रहने दें। एक और गहरी सांस लीजिए, रोकिए और छोड़ दें। Take another deep breath in, hold the breath and let go. Now take your mind to your back. शरीर के बीचों बीच से मन को और पीछे ले जाइएगा। और शरीर के पीछे जाइएगा। Become aware of your back. Take your attention to the back of the head, back of your neck, and your back. Now let us become aware of 1 foot of space behind our back. शरीर के पीछे 1 फुट दूरी तक अपना ध्यान ले जाएं। Just become aware of your background. अपने पीछे जो खाली जगह है उसके प्रति सजग हो जाएं। सिर के ऊपर भी खाली जगह है, छत तक की दूरी को मन ही मन स्मरण कर ले। Become aware of the empty space above your head up to the ceiling of the room you are sitting. Now let go of all your efforts. इस वक्त सभी प्रयत्न छोड़ दें। जो भी विचार आ रहे हो मन में, आने देना, ना रोकना ना ठोकना। Whatever thoughts are coming in the mind, just let them come. Let them come and go, all these thoughts. Be a witness, be an umpire. You are not a player, but just a witness, an umpire, right this moment. आप खेल नहीं रहे हो, विचार खेल रहे हैं, आने दो जाने दो, आप सिर्फ साक्षी हो. एक और गहरी सांस लीजिए और छोड़ें. Take another deep breath in and let go. Let go of all your efforts. सब प्रयत्न छोड़ दें. This moment there is nothing to do and nothing to know either. इस वक्त ना ही कुछ करना है, ना कुछ जानना भी है, केवल विश्राम. जहाँ चाहे मन वहाँ जाने दे, आप केवल विश्राम कर रहे हो. You relax and let go. Any discomfort, just let them be, let it be. Relax more and more. शांति शांति शांति. Slowly and gradually become aware of body and surroundings. And with a big smile, take a deep breath in and breathe out. Become aware of body and surroundings. शरीर और परिसर के प्रति सजग होते होते एक और गहरी सांस लीजिए और सांस छोड़ते छोड़ते धीरे से आंखें खोल सकते हो. And as you breathe out, you can slowly, gradually open your eyes. अच्छा था ना? You all enjoyed?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah. Wonderful.
Gurudev, I'm sure 2 million, more than 2 million souls are at peace at the moment. my mother wanted to ask you a question, if that's okay.
Go ahead. हाँ पूछिए माँ।
बहुत अच्छा लग रहा है और आपके दर्शन तो बहुत नसीब वालों को होते हैं और मेरे को काफी दफा हुए पर कभी चांस नहीं मिला कि मैं आपसे बात कर सकूं। आप मनसा देवी आए थे रेल संगठन में और मैं आपसे रिक्वेस्ट करूंगी अगली दफा बुलाए तो मेरा घर भी तो साथ में है हमारा, आप जरूर हमारे घर आके दर्शन करना बहुत हमारा सौभाग्य होगा।
बहुत अच्छा, बहुत अच्छा।
मेरा क्वेश्चन ये है
हाँ
आपको कि मेरा क्वेश्चन है आपसे एक
हाँ
कि जब मैं आप जैसे एक सेंट या महापुरुष को देखती हूँ तो आई एम एट लॉस ऑफ वर्ड, मेरी आंखों से आंसू निकलने लग जाते हैं और मुझे समझ नहीं आता क्या हो रहा है। मुझे याद है एक दफा आप एयरपोर्ट पे मेरे को दूर से दिखे थे तो मैं बहुत जोर जोर से रोने लगी थी। हमारे गुरुजी भी हैं वहाँ पे पंजाब में, मैं उनको भी देख के बहुत प्रभावित हो जाती हूँ और नर्वस हो जाती हूँ। वैसे लाइफ में नहीं होती नर्वस, पूरा कॉन्फिडेंस है, पर जब जैसे आपको देखती हूँ मेरे को बहुत वो क्या बताऊँ, मतलब इतना अच्छा भी लगता है और इतनी इमोशंस मेरी बाहर आती हैं। तो ये ऐसा क्यों होता है?
कहते हैं मीठी आंसू, ये दुख के आंसू नहीं है, ये मीठी आंसू है। ये दिल जिनका पूरा इतना कोमल है और पवित्र है, उसी पवित्र दिल से ही मीठी आंसू निकलती है। और हमारे शास्त्रों में ये भी कहा गया देवता लोग तरसते हैं ऐसी आंसुओं को लेने के लिए। तो ये सौभाग्य है, आपका दिल इतना शुद्ध है तो आपको ऐसी आंसू निकलना स्वाभाविक है। मैं सही मानता हूँ, ये तो बहुत अच्छी बात है। आप बहुत भाग्यवान हो, पुण्यवान हो। I was thinking of one thing, Yuvraj. You know, when you are playing, the players have nothing to do with the commentators, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, Gurudev, we hate the commentators because there are very few moments they say good things about us, and they're always looking a moment to criticize us. So that's the reason why I don't want to be a commentator now.
नहीं, जब आप खेलते होते हो, when you are playing, और कमेंटेटर क्या बोलते हैं उससे वो तो आप सुनते भी नहीं हो और उसका वो आपका कोई ताल्लुका ही नहीं है, करेक्ट? While you are playing, वो लोग वहां बॉक्स में बैठ के कमेंट देते रहते हैं, जिसमें कई बार दे आर डिस्ट्रैक्टिंग द प्लेयर, द व्यूअर्स फ्रॉम सीइंग द प्ले, rather than उनको पीछे ले जाते हैं। देखो 1990 में हुआ, 1981 में हुआ, 70 में हुआ, पुरानी बातें सब याद दिलाते हैं। वर्तमान में मैं कह रहा हूं क्यों, हमारे मन में भी एक लेवल ऐसा होता रहता है, कमेंट्री चलती रहती है, ये कमेंटेटर जैसा है। इससे अलग हम खेलने वाले होते हैं। कई बार लोग क्या है, खेलने वालों का देखते ही नहीं कमेंटेटर में फंस जाते हैं। तो ऐसे ही मन में फंस गया व्यक्ति तो वो कमेंटेटर के आर्गुमेंट में फंस गया। यदि वो देखता है खेलने वालों को, वो एक चैटरिंग कमेंटेटर से अलग है, यहाँ जॉय है। ऐसे हमारे अंतर मन में, आत्मा में प्रेम है, जॉय है, प्रसन्नता है। यहां तक देखना चाहिए, अंदर खेलने वाले को देखना चाहिए। एक हमारे वो शिव सूत्र में कहते हैं, आत्मा नर्तक, अंतरंग जो है ये मंच है, दिस इज द फील्ड, और यहाँ खेलने वाला हमारा आत्मा है। तो हमारे भीतर दो चीजें होती है, एक तो चैटरिंग माइंड है, वो जजमेंटल माइंड है। वी हैव टू थिंग्स, वन इज द चैटरिंग एंड जजमेंटल माइंड विच इज आउटसाइड, एंड इनसाइड देयर इज अ ब्यूटीफुल बीइंग इनसाइड एवरी ह्यूमन बीइंग। वो अंदर की जो प्यारा व्यक्ति है, खेलने वाला खिलाड़ी है, इसको पहचानना है। यही सारा खेल है जीवन का। हाँ? बहुत अच्छा, बहुत अच्छा।